Hello, it's Kerry. Today's story is One Snowy Night. So it's One Snowy Night and it is written by M Christina Butler and illustrated by Tina Makaton. You ready? So let's get to the first page. She says, easier said than done, it seems. Here's the first page. Ready? Oh, the cold wind woke up little Hedgehog. And he was deep in his winter sleep. It blew his blanket of leaves up into the air. Oh, and he shivered in the snow. He tried to sleep again. Oh, but he was far too cold. Suddenly, something fell from the sky. It landed right in front of his nose. It was a parcel and it had his name on it. Little Hedgehog opened the parcel as fast as he could, and inside there was a red woolly bobble hat. Hedgehog size. He put it on at once. He pulled it to the back and he pulled it to the front and he pulled it to one side and then he pulled it to the other. But no matter how he stretched it to fit, the prickles got in the way every time. By now, the hat was far too big for a little hedgehog. He took it off and gazed at it. At last he had an idea. He gave the hat a shake and wrapped it up again. He tore off a little bit of the label and wrote on the rest. And then he ran off to Rabbit's house. Rabbit was out, so he left the present on the doorstep. It was snowing hard as little Hedgehog tried to find his way back home. The snowflakes flew all around and he wasn't sure which way to go. Oh dear, he said as he pattered to and fro. I shouldn't have come out in this weather. But I'm sure that Rabbit will be really pleased to have a nice present and a nice woolly hat to wear. Oh, bother the snow, said Rabbit, rushing home. He spotted the parcel on his doorstep. What's this? He squeaked with delight, ripping off the paper. A bobble hat, he cried, for me. He put it on at once. He tried with his ears inside and then outside, and he pulled it this way and he pulled it that way. But no matter how he stretched it to fit, his ears got in the way every time. By now, the hat was very much bigger. It was far too big for a rabbit. So, Rabbit wrapped up the hat once again and wrote on a corner of the label. Then off he went to Badger's house. The cold weather made Badger very grumpy. "Happy Christmas, Badger!" shouted Rabbit. "Who's there?" growled Badger. "Happy Christmas," repeated Rabbit, giving him the parcel. "A Christmas present?" said Badger. "For me?" Badger put the hat on. He pulled it over his ears. "What about that?" he said, looking into the mirror. "Oh, very nice," said Rabbit. "What did you say?" said Badger. "Very nice," said Rabbit, hopping off. "Don't you like it?" asked Badger, turning around. But Rabbit was gone. Badger took the hat off. "It's no good to me," he said. "I can't hear a thing. Oh, what a pity. It's such a nice colour." So Badger wrapped up the parcel and marched off to Fox's house. He didn't even bother with the label. Fox was going out exploring. "Hey there, friend," said Badger. "A Christmas present especially for you." "Christmas?" snapped the fox, puzzled. "Yes, Christmas," said Badger. "Time to be nice to each other." And he plodded off. "A hat?" sneered Fox, opening the parcel. "What do I want with a hat?" Then again he looked at the hat. He made 2 holes, put his ears through. Satisfied, he went along his way. You can see where his ears are in the hat. The white fields twinkled under the moonlight. Fox sniffed around and found a small trail. He followed it all the way until it suddenly stopped. There was something under the snow. Fox began to dig and dig until he found a small hedgehog. It was cold and did not move. "Oh, poor little fellow," said Fox. He put the hedgehog inside the red woolly hat and carried it all the way to Rabbit's house. Rabbit and Badger were having supper. "Look what I found in the snow," cried Fox, bursting in. They all looked in the hat. "A hedgehog?" said Badger. "What is Hedgehog doing out at Christmas time?" "It's my friend, the little hedgehog," cried Rabbit. He must have got lost going home. Little Hedgehog opened his eyes. Hello, he said sleepily. Oh, this is such a nice warm blanket. The friends all looked at each other. Rabbit grinned. Fox scratched his head. Said Badger. I think this woolly hat is just right for Little Hedgehog. Happy Christmas, Little Hedgehog, they all cried. But Little Hedgehog was already fast asleep. That's the end of our story. Thank you. Goodbye.